2017. Dames en heren, uw applaus voor die Polish Eagle, Krzysztof Ratajski.
To jest ten dzień, to jest ta chwila. Głęboki wdech, tych niepowodzenie już przemija. Odparty lęk, przecież potrafisz wygrywać. Dawaj do przodu, wyciągnij dłonie i to zdobywaj. Nieprawdą jest to, że mówili nie dasz rady. Nieprawdą jest to, że nie możesz zostać wygranym, nieprawdą jest mówienie marzeń, nie osiągniemy. Bo to jest w twojej głowie, to od ciebie zależy. Potrafisz wierzyć? Potrafię, więc dalej walczę. A założenie, że każdy powinien mieć szansę. A gdy upadniesz, pamiętaj, razem staniemy. Jeśli nie tym razem, to uwalczy się następny. Nie pierwszy raz mówię, że wiara daje wsparcie.
En nu. Uit Schotland. Regerend kampioen in de Masters. Het nummer 2 van de wereld. En regerend champion of the world. Snakebite. Peter.
You're thinking that you can outthink me, but you can't, frankly. Don't stop the party. Get over in la fiesta. Don't stop the party. I'm gonna give it to you, now give it to me, I'm gonna give it to you, now give it to me,
A marker has been laid down by the bully boy Michael Smith, a multiple major finalist and a multiple Euro Tour winner. Who will respond in the 3 remaining quarter-finals? He won't. He's got no chance to. He's not on the board. But we do have some proper talent on the board. Krzysztof Ratajski, the Polish #1. Peter Snakebite Wright, the world #2 and world champion. The most successful player in Euro Tour history. Now that Michael van Gerwen has departed from the event. Can he go on and claim a 7th Euro Tour title? He's taking on a man whom he always used to beat over and over and over again, often on the European Tour. But finally, Krzysztof got one over on Snakebite just a matter of days ago on the Pro Tour, his first win in 8 attempts. And he did it after Wright had become world champion and was looking invincible. Could he do the double? Could he beat him twice in a matter of days? If he does, he goes through to the semi-finals to face Michael Smith. If he doesn't, it's the bully boy and Snakebite duking it out.
Game on.
Rob Malarkey alongside me for this one. It is Peter Snakebite Wright and the Polish Eagle Krzysztof Ratajski.
Yeah, it was only last Sunday, in fact, that Ratajski beat Peter Wright in that quarter-final on the Pro Tour, 6th Players' Championship event of the year. And he did it in fine style as well, 6-2 the scoreline, and with an average of 102.4. It may well be that a similar average is required today. And it may well be that Ratajski could deliver an average of that nature.
Well, he's already seen off Gabriel Clemens, which was one of the standout ties of the second round. That was 100. A 6-2 win. He's just beaten the former world champion Rob Cross, and European champion, of course, by 6 legs to 3. He adds the reigning world champion to that list. Then it is quite a set of scalps to find his way through to the semi-finals, but it is certainly not beyond his capabilities.
Yeah, a title and a semi-final for Ratajski on the Pro Tour this year. And he knows all about being in the winner's circle on the European Tour, as well, as Dan alluded to just a short while ago, winning in Gibraltar at the end of 2019. he feels as though he belongs at this higher echelon of the game perhaps now. I don't think he'll be overawed by any stretch of the imagination. Now he finds himself going deep in these tournaments. He's mixing it with the best on a fairly regular basis.
Absolutely. And my next question for Krzysztof Ratajski would be,
100.
what can you do in the big TV events? I know we see it regularly that he can be in semis and finals and win ranking titles. He's done it on the European Tour now. So the next step for the former world master, remember, he has won a big TV title before he moved over to the PDC. He's done it. Can he do it in a PDC televised event? Peter Wright, can he do the 101 checkout on double 16 for a 15 dart start? No.
85.
No, he cannot.
103.
For a break of throw for Ratajski.
Lovely.
It's in there, Krzysztof. He's just having a quick check. 43 remaining, so I suspect 11 double 16.
Huh.
Well,
I don't know why.
I don't know why he thought about it so long.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, the longer that's the danger. The longer you think about something, the more likely it is that you're going to produce a mistake like that.
requires 16.
I mean, pretty unforgivable actually as far as Ratajski is concerned. Wright cannot believe his luck that he's got an opportunity to take out this double 8, and he's punished him. And Wright has, well, got away with that one, I have to say.
Yeah, very, very odd. Unlike Krzysztof Ratajski.
59.
2017, when Peter Wright was playing his best darts until the last few months, really, when he became a UK Open champion. And Krzysztof Ratajski was dipping his toe into PDC darts
60.
for the first time. Kept on qualifying through what became known as the Krzysztof Ratajski qualifier, the Eastern European one. He just won pretty much all of them. So he kept turning up. He kept on winning games, but then he kept on running into Peter Wright. He played him 3 times that year on the Euro Tour. Lost all 3 of them, 6-1, 6-3, 6-3. Peter Wright was playing really, really well, of all the people to run into. You did not want to run into Peter Wright, but that's exactly what was happening.
Yeah, one of those was a quarter-final as well in the Dutch Darts Masters. 2017, when he won that TV major. The Winmore World Masters in Bridlington that year. He beat Glenn Durrance en route as well.
100.
Absolutely thrashed Cameron Menzies as well en route to the final, and then thrashed Mark McGeaney in the final itself.
Yeah, he just basically averaged 99 for the entire tournament. Every single game, every single leg. It was astonishing consistency, but that's what his game's about.
100.
Peter Wright, very much about the big scores. Hit more 180s than anybody on the planet last year.
He's also the first Polish player to do a lot of things as well in darts.
Yes.
First Polish player to win a major TV title. First Polish player to qualify for either code of the World Championship when he appeared at the 2009 BDO World Champs. And the first Pole, of course, to win a European Tour title.
Well, if he were to go and double his tally, Krzysztof Ratajski, I believe, I haven't guaranteed this, but I think Krzysztof Ratajski would be pretty much nailed on to be the first Polish player ever to make the top 16 in the order of merit as well.
Yeah, he's close to it. He's 18th at the moment on the official, on the 2-year order of merit.
However, he's going to have to win this game from 2-0 down to the world champion. And a man who has been a thorn in his side. Back in 2017, actually, as a further kick in the guts, having played so well and qualified for the European Championship. He was qualifying for so many Euro Tour events and winning enough games. Got to the European Championship, and after Peter Wright had dumped him out of 3 Euro Tour events, he drew Peter Wright in the first round. I mean, come on.
136. $140.
Well, there's a visual clue there. Prior to the 180, Peter Wright changed his darts. If we can just take a second glance at the table.
So he's got some darts in the case there. They're obviously the same barrel. So what's the slight change that we've got? Is it a shape of flight? Is it the length of stem?
140. Video 124.
Well, Peter Wright, 1-2-4 for a 3-0 lead, and that would leave Ratajski in all sorts of bother. And he's now looking at double 11. Oh, everything working out for Peter Wright at the moment. A really neat and tidy piece of finishing, and it's a change that served him well there, you have to say. Change of equipment, but no change in the domination that Peter Wright is enjoying in this one so far.
Well, Christoph has been there or thereabouts. He was left on double 8 in the first leg, 105 in the second leg, and 86 in that third leg. Peter Wright is just a visit ahead of him in this game. And he was kind of like that against Danny Noppert. Look at that. 102 average and 3-0 down. Shades of what Gerwyn Price did this afternoon to Jamie Hughes.
Yeah.
Yoza averaged 102 and lost 6-0, only got 2 shots at double. At the minute, Christoph Ratajski's halfway to losing 6-0. He's had 0 shots at double.
140.
The two standout players. I know Michael Smith just averaged 108, but when you look at the stuff we've seen this year, Peter Wright and Gerwyn Price are the standout players that we've got left in the field. They're in separate halves of the draw. I'm pretty sure the bookies would have thought they're the most likely pairing in the final. They might be on a collision course.
$123. Just over here, 140.
Well, this might be a chance for Ratajski to get his first crack at a double.
On treble 16. For double 16. What a check out this would be. Oh, that's good. That is good. 12 dart response from the Polish Eagle to get a leg on the board. There will be no right wash here in Hasselt this evening.
Well, he waited 4 legs for a crack at the double and he finished it off in fine style, didn't he? What a marvellous piece of work that was by Christoph Ratajski.
100. $85.
The Wright clan watching on. Fairly comfortably out of thought at the moment.
100. $85.
Well, consistent, if anything, in this leg. 285 is it for Ratajski?
$57.
Well, any visit without a treble from Wright has got to be considered a huge boon to Christoph Ratajski. He's jumping all over it.
140.
Not quite enough to leave a finish, but it does just worry Snakebite. Or maybe it doesn't. Nah, it probably doesn't, does it? Why would he be worried?
Sparks him into life more than anything.
125.
Well, that just hurts him a little. A straight dart there. It's a good 1 treble finish. But with this one, he's going to start on the 19s. But if you get the treble first dart,
61.
then you may still only get a dart at the bullseye here. Now it's 60 for tops. Well, he's taken out 140. 130 is a little bit easier because it's still on. Oh, that's unlucky.
58. Peter, you require 64.
Yeah, that first start wasn't a bad guide. Right now looking at 64 instead. Oh well. So 57. Tops then.
24.
That first start was a bit of
Christophe
a
requires
shocker.
72.
And it means that Ratajski has a chance. He's looking at treble 12 here. That's his usual route. Gets it. 36 for 36. High and wide and wild. Followed by straight and true and accurate. And it's a break back. And Ratajski, who just moments ago may have been worried about going down 6-0 and never getting a dart at a double, is now throwing to level the match at 3-all.
Yeah, how quickly it has changed.
Game on.
Ratajski just did not have a sniff for the first 3 legs. And here he is back in it at 3-2, and we're back on throw once again.
100.
The averages have just dropped below the 100 mark, but they are not far below the 100 mark. They are very, very close to it. This is what you think these
60.
two are going to do every time they step up on stage. They're delivering.
$53. $139. $57.
Can't find a treble anywhere he goes in this leg, Christophe, and it's just erasing that advantage of breaking throw.
92.
Done so well to get back on terms and get back into this to make it competitive once again, but there's every danger that Ratajski might just lose this leg and it might be another break of throw for Peter Wright. And any impetus that Ratajski had picked up may well just be evaporating. 2-10 for Wright now. He is prone to the occasional loose dart as well, Peter Wright. We've seen that today.
121.
Saw it yesterday as well.
Well, the finishing in this game so far has been very good. Ratajski has only missed 1 dart at double. Peter Wright is on
PD require 89.
40-odd%. Okay, 21 scored, leaves 68. Now it's the bull. He's got to go for it. You can't let Christophe have a look at 103. And he's some way off
58.
there.
Yeah, and he
Christophe
just
require
looking at the lip
103.
reading. Rubbish was the assessment from Peter Wright after that one. 103. Treble 17 is found to leave double 16 for 3-3. And it's another ton plus checkout for Christophe Ratajski. 3 legs on the spin for the Polish number 1. And the number 5 seed is on level terms at 3-all.
7th leg, Peter to throw first. Game on.
Well, it's only a back-to-back 18 darters, but the checkouts 72 and 103. After Wright had missed
96.
a dart in each leg. This is Ratajski pulling out big shots when it really, really matters. There you see, Wright missed 1 in leg 6, missed 1 in leg 5.
97.
Ratajski didn't even get a look in the first 3 legs. But the game has changed.
$125. $140.
Keeps himself in touch and maybe quietly fancying his chances of another break of throw, although Peter Wright may well avert that particular danger with a 180. What a timely 180 that was as well. Just exactly what he needed. Darts all over the place after that retrieval, by the way.
Yeah, certain numbers in the middle of legs where all you're thinking is 180. 280 is one of them, 220 is another.
43. PD require
350 another.
100.
So satisfying when you get it right. Peter is getting it right now. 11 darter, superb stuff. 5 perfect darts in a row there for Peter Snakebite Wright. Much more like it from the world champion, who seems satisfied with that.
82.
With the way he's feeling at the minute. And he's always been somebody to talk up his own abilities. And sometimes he's got stick for it. But he generally feels he could be doing 11, 12 darters every single leg. I mean, that's why he's
100.
through the broadcast record average last year and nearly broke it just a couple of weeks ago. He missed a dart at tops that would have been 125 average. That's the equivalent of 12 darters every single leg in a 6-0 win against Adrian Gray. In the end, he missed a few darts and it came down to 120. A measly 120.
Yeah.
$41.
Well, you can see the reaction from Peter there as well. The less said about that visit, the better as well. Ratajski can press ahead here.
137. $140.
World champion is breathing down his neck. Dragged low.
Yeah, you could just sense there was a bit of a slip there.
97.
He does so often dig out a treble 19 when he needs one as well, Ratajski.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to see what the stats are. I'm sure somebody has got them, maybe like Carl Fletcher or Rockypedia on social media. When you look at the cover shooting on treble 19, Christoph Ratajski's got to be right up there,
Yeah.
I would think.
100. So if we require
Most
84.
successful.
I mean, I've touched on it before on the European Tour, and it's been evident once again today. Double 12 for Ratajski. And on we go, 4 apiece. They are really now going toe-to-toe.
My flag, Peter, to throw first.
Well,
Game on.
fascinating match we've got here. Christoph Ratajski, as I said at the start of this, it was just Peter Wright was a man he could not beat.
100.
And he may not beat him tonight.
Just look at the grouping there as well.
I mean, until the back end of last year,
97.
they played in consecutive days in Barnsley. They played 15 legs over 2 games, and Christoph Ratajski only won 1.
97.
There have been some absolute hidings. He hadn't even got within 3 legs of Peter Wright in the 7 times they'd met until this year, and he beat him 6-2. He knows he can do it.
139.
Well, having talked up his ability with treble 19, he goes and misses that one, but down to 265, so he'll look at the 19s again probably, but Peter Wright did slightly
100.
undo that good start in his second visit, but in control again, down to a finish first on his throw.
He's already taken out that 1-2-4 in this game.
Now then, how many 19s can he rack up here? That's 6 of them.
133. Video record 124.
Excellent play by Ratajski.
Beautiful. This time it's the ball. And Peter Wright is a whisker away from taking out 1-2-4 for the second time in the match.
132.
Ratajski starts on the ball. And he's some way off, and you can see the frustration.
49. PD required 25.
Big miss inside.
17.
A narrow miss outside. And
require
Ratajski could end up with
83.
2 darts at his favourite double 16 here. Needs the 51.
Took this combination out just a short while ago. And he's got the treble. And that leaves double 9.
74.
Was that the chance?
Peter, you
Was
require
that the chance that
8.
Ratajski had to take to beat Peter Wright for the first time on a big stage? It may well have been.
A hush descended inside the Etihad Arena, and Peter Wright, cool as you like, although I think inside he would have been turning cartwheels, because it was just getting a little bit nervy and a little bit edgy there, because Ratajski was ready to pounce. But now Ratajski has to win 2 without reply. He has done that, of course, in this match.
Well, if Ratajski can turn this around, it sets up a semi-final with Michael Smith, which is a mouthwaterer because they've had some cracking contests in the past. And Michael Smith has a particularly high amount of respect for the Polish Eagle. He was talking him up when he first appeared on the PDC circuit. Michael Smith's wife, Dagmar, is of Polish descent herself, and they are big, big fans of Krzysztof Ratajski. However, if Peter Wright can complete the job here, we've got a repeat of the Masters final, which was a nail-biter, and Michael Smith could well have won it. Whatever happens, whatever combination of players we get tonight, the semi-finals will be magnificent, as will the final. The quarter-finals have been pretty good so far, have they not?
Yeah, 2 contrasting quarter-finals so far. Michael Smith stunning against Mervyn King. This a very, very different occasion. And it's an occasion that looks increasingly likely as though it will end with a victory for the world champion. 50 points away. Ratajski just has to post something big here and put some pressure on. That's all he can do.
There we say it. Peter Wright this weekend, a 91 average and a 99 average. Now it's over a ton. He's getting better. Double 16. And Wright wraps it up for a 6-4 win against Ratajski. The world champ is improving as this tournament progresses. And will he be the man stood on that stage later tonight with the very first Belgian Darts Championship trophy? The Polish Eagle departs, the world champion marches on, and we have our first semi-final set up. It is Snakebite and the Bully Boy in a repeat of the Masters final from earlier on this year. Wright was victorious in that, of course. He's won the 2 big stage titles so far this year, the World Championship and the Masters. Could he add the first European Tour title to that collection? 2 more wins, and that's exactly what happens. We'll look at the other half of the draw, and it's the unseeded Dirk van Dijvenbode on the way against the UK Open champ, Nathan Aspinall.
Peter Wright, congratulations with your win against a very tough opponent. You kept on scoring, but he kept scoring too. What did you think?
Obviously, Krzysztof obviously didn't play like he can because he arrived late. His taxi didn't turn up till late, so he didn't have the right preparation. Otherwise, you know, the result could have been the other way around. So, you know, it's always nice to play Krzysztof because he's a gentleman, and I just love him. He's like mentor, hard workers, and love darts. So sorry that time, Krzysztof, but yeah, he might get me next time. But these crowds are amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Lowestoft.
Mooie woorden aan het publiek van Peter Wright. Peter, just one question. You changed darts all of a sudden. Why was that?
Yeah. Just I've been trying 20 grams out, and I thought I needed 21 grams. But also not. I had to go back to the 20s. I used 21 grams for the first bit of the match, and they didn't work.
And then you opened with 180 and you finished 124 with this new dart. So I would say keep playing with them. Peter Wright, congratulations. Dames en heren, uw applaus voor Peter